Good afternoon. Today is the 11th of May and this is part 6 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around Retro Rides Weekend of 2024. The noise in the background is track action, which we don't unfortunately have time to film, but we can film this paddock. I do apologise in advance if there is wind noise, if I fall over, if there's incorrect information, if I get interrupted by people tapping me on the shoulder, an announcement, I'm afraid just the way it goes on this channel. So first of all, this B2 Audi, I think 890 would be if it's Quattro, a two-door, not originally sold over here. Of course, we didn't get the two doors in this country, but that's been obviously, changed a bit. Mark II Golf has seen absolutely tons of these today because it's the 40th anniversary celebration display of the Mark II over the other side of the track, which we've just seen in part 5. This one is not a GTI, it is just a CL, which is sort of rare. I mean, most of the ones you see these are actually the GTIs. Bottle cap wheels on that. But we've got Caterham type kit car here. Don't exactly know what that is. One of these I should try a Caterham and see how terrified I get, probably. Yes, another Mark II Golf. Wonder how high spec it is. It's not got the low spec wheels, so maybe, I don't know, a CL, GL would be nicer, of course. Then next we've got the Mark III Astra GSI here with some terrifying wheels on it. I bet that's got lots of power. Oh yes, it's got a VXR engine in it, so it would have, wouldn't it? It's a pre-facelift one actually, that. So it's before 1996. R33 Nissan Skyline. These cars seem to be the same colour for some reason. They're all sort of white. Maybe that's a deliberate choice on the part of the organisers. Lancia Stratos or Stratos Replica. I think the original Stratos wouldn't probably be here that late. I think they finished production in the 70s, so 81, 82 probably makes this something like a Hawk Stratos or one of the other replicas, I think. Another Astra here, this time a Mark II, be a GTE. I think that's got a Digidash in it, I can't quite see, quite dark in here. The engine though looks like it's been mounted the other way round, so goodness knows what's going on there. Something interesting, no doubt. Maybe got another Skyline. I think this is the R32 Skyline actually in there. And then MG Midget or Austin Healey Sprite, could be either actually. It's likely to be a Sprite with that grille. 1969-70. Another Mark I Escort, two-door, increasing in value as I'm walking around. RS2000, 1969-70. And we've got a Hillman Super Imp, 1967. I think it's a Mark II actually at that stage. So am I right? I think there are only sort of three marks for the Imp. But yeah, cosmic alloy wheels on that one. 1969-70 Volkswagen Carmen gear. This shape rather than the razor edge Carmen gears, which were made in parallel with these about the same time. Volkswagen Camping apparently, or Transporter, I'm sure they've got many names. 1981-82. Another Skyline, of course, there's lots of these here today. Then this Ford Coupe thing. Ooh, it's just the smell of a Beetle. What's the smell of this? It smells like a Beetle. I thought it was that, but it's not. Something that was once a Porsche. Don't know what that is. Mark I Escort, of course, will have the competition. Be a bit tasty in there. Austin A30 or A35. I wonder how much of that car's actually left underneath there. Then there's Ford Escort Mark II, which is modified, well, rather extensively. That is huge. Is the engine in the back or something? That is not a 1.3 Kent engine in there. Been WE30, it's been modified quite extensively. And then a Vauxhall, I think this is a Viva, an Aston Martin V8, the John Pope Special. Oh my gosh, a Vauxhall, that's a Magnum, 1973. That is absolutely insane, isn't it? And Golf Mark 1. And then, what is this? It's an Alpha of some kind. I think that's GTV under there somewhere. Morris Minor, Corvette C3, Triumph TR7 or TR8, and the most outrageous Metro I think I've actually ever seen in my life. Advertising some Pilates. You'll probably need Pilates having tried to get in and out of that. Central driving position and an enormous Cosworth engine in the back, because the MG Metro Turbo is not quite enough. Something that I don't know what it is. I've got a faintest idea what that is. Something. This is one of these. Oh yeah, it's one of these CLK cars, but it looks like a CLK, but it's got really nothing to do with it whatsoever. Another E30 M3 here by Driftworks. Then Beetle. Bit more conventional looking than most of the rest down here. I wonder if that is actually a 1303, like the number plate says. Probably is. 1300S of a Beetle. Something just caught my eye over there, viewers. Ooh, one of these old Toyota Corollas. They did sell them in two-door format over here. They weren't common or anything. I mean, most people would just go straight away and buy, I don't know, a Chevette or an Escort or something. But yeah, DX, so 79 to 80. This was a 1968-69 Morris Minor. What it is now, with those sort of vents coming out the back, I don't know. Oh, we've got some shade in here, that's good. I'll have some shade. 1987, 1988 BMW 7 Series. This is black room here, but that's clearly not a black car, and neither is this Panda. This will probably have an Abarth engine swap into it, this Panda. It's very easy to do because the Abarths and the 500s and the Pandas are all based on the same platform. 730i, nice wheels on that as well, that's very nice. Another E36, yep, lots and lots of those today, and a Volvo 740 with a trailer. I'll look at that in a moment. 1986, 1987 Renault Super Sank. I wonder if the Super Sank's been modified under here. My suspicion is probably yes, considering there's not much interior left. This is probably waiting to go around the track, isn't it? What that was originally, I don't know. Oh yes, we've got exhaust. Another Alpha 105 Series Coupe, 1970-71 on a J. Well, that's a personal plate perhaps, so I don't know. I wonder if this has got the 2 litre in it or it's something else. It's a very, very pretty car. Oh, this is one of those EJ Enrique Civics with the 1.6 Honda VTEC engine. Oh no, it's actually the... Wow, this is a rare car. That might be completely standard actually. That's a lovely, lovely rare car. 1999 to 2000. I'd love to have something like this. This would be my sort of thing, I think. Or even this. A Jaguar XK. It's actually XKR, but with a beige leather interior and wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers, as many of you already know, because we say it all the time. And we've got the Knight Rider shaped Pontiac Firebird here, although this one is a much, much later one than they ever used in the series. Series finished production in 1986. This is sort of 1990, 1991, so it looks similar, but it's not quite the same really at that stage. Here. Datsun 260Z. I've actually driven one of these, and it was this colour the one I drove. It wasn't modified, it was standard one. Biggest problem I had was one of the seats were vinyl and very sticky, and the second thing was, well, the fixed seatbelts in it made changing gear quite difficult. Yeah, that's probably 78 I think on a T. Another one of these BMW E30 Touring. Actually, the E30 Touring, I haven't seen too many of these. It's the sort of standard ones, and the coupes we've seen more of. 316i is the bottom of the range. It looks very nice though, but again, looks very standard on those BBS wheels and other things. Then Z3. Don't know what year this would be, around the time of registration on it, about 99 perhaps. Again, Hillman Super M 1974-75 on an N. That's an Austin Healey Sprite hubcap actually. See, it fits, why not? Let's go into the black room then, this curated bit. Starting off with this Toyota Aristo or Lexus GS. The Vertex edition, the Japanese specification one. I have driven one of these. It was a GS 300 and it was very nice. It looked like a Jaguar, very sort of soft, compliant car. 1982-1983 Ford Fiesta XR2. That looks actually remarkably original. Mini Jet Black Edition, 1988 to 89. Austin A30, John Player Special for some reason. E30 BMW 3 Series. B2 Audi 80, was this a 90 if it's a Quattro? Someone's put a much later engine in this. Yeah. Audi 80 Quattro, okay. 1980, 485. I have driven an 86 B2, but it was a 1.8 Sport. Baja Bug, I think these were called, 1969 to 70. And then Toyota Supra Mark IV.
So setting off there is Mick Wilkins now in that Volkswagen Mark I Golf GTI rally car.
1984 to 85 Golf GTI Mark II, of course. Another Golf GTI Mark II, literally the most common car here. Big bumper, 16 valve BBS wheels. 1980-1990. Now a Metro. This I'm assuming is a GTI, but I don't think possibly it started life as that. We're going to have a 4-speed gearbox in here. What lurks in there now is an engine out of the lease. Why they didn't put a 5-speed gearbox in it whilst they did that, I don't know. But anyway, 92, 93, very common engine swaps for the Metros at the moment. Mark II Cortina, I think this is the only one we've seen so far of the V6. This will be, I think they used to call it back in the day the Cortina Savage, and it is a Cortina Savage. You can get them in saloon or estate as well. Mercedes-Benz 190E with some nice whiskey glasses in there. I'm looking forward to a nice cold drink in a bit, viewers. 1989 to 90. And then an Audi RS4, the B5 type. That'll be about 1999 to 2001, it's a facelifted one. SL Mercedes-Benz, this will be the R129 shape with some rather large Brabus wheels on it. What year it is, I don't know. Oh, Volvo, I think this is 740 facelift, that one is. Sorry, not my own camera, it's terrible. 1990-1991, this is the SE, which was a sort of later one. By this time, the 940 was already out, but they still kept making these, and the 240. Volvo's marketing department in the early 90s was very strange. 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 408. It looks a bit like a Bullet one, but it isn't. And then a Triumph Herald 1360 estate. I think they sold 1360 estates, I can't remember now. They definitely sold the 1200 and 1250s. What's that? 68, 69. Another Beetle. Mark III pre-facelift Polo 16 valve, which was I think the most powerful engine you could get in these. About 100 horsepower, wasn't a lot, but it was better than the 60 horsepower one that they sold most of. And I used to own one of those back in the day. Yeah, 99, and then Nissan 300 ZX. Another Mark II Astra GTE here, 1991, 1992 on a J. And I can't remember what those Nokias are called, but that Nokia's from about 1998, but it's a bit later. Don't ask me how I know, just know. R32 Nissan Skyline. Mark I Golf TTO with Pirelli alloy wheels on it. Yeah, facelift one. There's that Skyline. Let's have a look at this Volvo limousine whilst we're here. Sort of thing that Mr. Coleman, rubbish mechanic, would like to take racing, I'm sure. But for that, someone's I think this is probably a Nielsen one. Nielsen was the most common coach builder for cars like this. Oop, get running over here. Let's move over this way. Wow, actually managed to get out of there. It's all the danger in doing shambolic shuffles. He might shambolically shuffle into danger. Peugeot 306 Rally. That's a phase 3, I think, that one. So 1990-2001. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. And then E36 BMW 3 Series Coupe, 1997-1998. Said Rossa. I didn't realise they made a hot version of these at all. I thought the most powerful one was a 1.4 with 60 horsepower, but you know, possibly I'm wrong. Actually, that looks like a 1 litre in now, that basic steering wheel. Then we've got Alfa Romeo Giulia Super. This is a really late one of these. In 1977 only, actually. I think they finished entirely in 77. They've been making them since 1962. So yeah, very, very late one of those. Honda Prelude, this is the penultimate generation of Prelude, 1993, 1994. And then another one of these MB Civic Aerodax, 1999 on an S. Mercedes-Benz 190 with beige leather interior. Very agreeable. It's a 2.6 as well. Very nice. 1990 to 1991. 1982-83 BMW E21 3 Series. I've seen more of these here than I have anywhere else for years. And that one's got a modified engine, like most of the these days. Volkswagen Carmen Gear 1957. BMW 2002. This might be a TII or something. The colour is extraordinary actually on this. It might just be dusty, but it's come out in a very sort of gold colour for some reason. Yeah, it's a 2002. There's the back of that Carmen Gear where the engine lives. And then just last row in this bit, another one of these Mark II Cortinas. This is it's a Lotus one. I thought Lotus ones were white, but obviously this is a black one. So if it's a genuine one, then that's amazing. So 6970 Essex plates, originally registered maybe by Ford UK themselves. And then we've got, I think this was called a Thames van back in the day. It was based on the side valve Anglian Prefect from the 1950s. But this is a 1963. Another one of these E30s. And then another B5 Audi S4 or RS4. Oh, that's a very nice beige leather interior in it as well. I have driven one of this generation of A4, so it's not an S4, it's an A4 2.8 Quattro, but it was just 1.8. Well, those are even a turbo, yeah, 1.8. Right, let's move on to the next section here. Ooh, Toyota Celica GT4, 1991, 1992. Then next is Toyota Supra. This is a beautiful car, isn't it? 83, 84. I wonder if this is still called the Celica Supra or just the Supra. Yeah, it is called the Sleeker Super still, this one. You can see a little badge there. Not common cars at all. I think this is one of the only ones I've ever seen. First generation Toyota MR2, 1988-89. BMW 8 Series, 1996-1997, with this very nice kind of white leather interior and a wooden steering wheel. It's very tasteful. It's the 840 CI. Most of them actually are, seemingly. Another one of these Unos Roadsters, next to UK spec MX-5. Of course, you need to pop them with pop-ups up, like this one, like that one. This one, for some reason, doesn't have them up. This is an earlier one here, 1990 to 1991. 200SX, both the 200SXs. This is a really standard looking one. That's actually really nice, I like this. I bet that'd be nice and easy to drive as well. Nice and powerful, but, you know, probably nice to live with. It's the kind of thing we like viewers very, very much. 1990 to 1991. This is a 180 SX. This is the imported version. For some reason in Japan they've called it 180. You can even put, if you really want to, the front end of one of these on a Silvia, which they call a Sil 80. If the other way around, I've forgotten what it's called, because I'm not that sort of person who knows all these things. Another one of these 200SXs. Another one, the Unos's. Lotus Excel, I think this is. 1988-89, with a green leather interior. Again, very tasteful. We like that sort of thing, viewers. Yeah, 89, Porsche 944, 1983 to 84. Chevy Corvette C3 Stingray, 1968-69. Another one of these MX-5 Unuses, another Unos, another MX-5 or Unos, another one of these generations of Prelude, which I absolutely love. Why is it called Pop-Tart? That's mystery, isn't it? But we've still got the four-wheel steering in this, so everything is right with the world. 1984-85 Porsche 944. What's for sale for 9495? 07581215722. Then we got SW20 MR2. An early RX-7. Wow. That's a very special looking car, isn't it? Very special indeed. That's fantastic. 83, 84 on an A. One of these 200SXs, an early one, 89, 90. RX-7 FD, 1990, 1995. Then Sprinter Terreno GT Apex A86, replica from Initial D. This is what the car from Initial D looks like. Yeah, proper front end, 85-86. That car is probably worth an awful lot of money. Another one of these A86s, again with pop-up headlamps. Not quite as sort of correct to the Initial D stuff, but everyone's got their own taste, haven't they? 1998 to 1999 Toyota MR2 Rev 4, Rev 5, I don't know. Got the things like the driver's airbag by now. Earlier MR2 here. Let's have a look and see if we can recognise the different interior. That's still got the airbag as well. Maybe this is a personal plate on it, I don't know. Quite possibly. Another one, this definitely an early one. 1991 with a Nardi steering wheel. Then another Unos, another Corvette with headlamps up, Corvette Stingray, 79 apparently. Another 200 SX, 1993, 1994. I don't think I've ever seen so many of these together in one place. They weren't very common when new either. And then on around SX, I was wondering when we were going to see one of these. Surprised we haven't seen any so far at all. But here is the first one, which is good. Another one of these Celica Supras, or just Supras, 1984 to 1985. Seen modified for drift action. 1999 BMW 840 Ci. Ooh, with beige leather interior. Excellent, I do like that. And more nice Preludes of this generation. Although I prefer standard ones myself, and that's just me. I think I prefer the one on the right, possibly. I prefer these later style rear lights on it. Years and years ago, I did drive one of these about 200 yards, and it was nice. And then an Opel Kadett C. So this is similar to a Chevette, but it's got a completely different engine. They did sell these side by side in this country for reasons that I have never quite worked out, but they did. That's quite an early one for this. It's a 1975-76, although they came out, I think it's 73 in some markets. Ford Cortina Lotus, or Lotus Cortina Mark 1 facelift. I wonder if the number plate's actually on the back of this one or something. Yeah, it's a 66. Right, last bit. I've just seen we've got a whole nother field, wasn't there last year? Oh, this is going to take forever. Right, 1990-1991 300 SX with the target top off and all sorts of cruise control bits and other nice features around the steering wheel controls. Mitsubishi Starion and two Starions. Is this perhaps a Starion Turbo? It says EX on it. I don't know what that means really. Oh, it is a turbo. Oh yes, excellent. 87, 88, another Starion, another turbo. Presumably this is the same kind of production run as that one in terms of year. I don't know. Plate's been taken off. Data Master Pantera, which has that massive Ford V8 in it. Then another 944 next to a 924. Is this for sale? Oh, it says yes, 7,500. Lewis on 07743 396 292. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says, this could be yours. Appropriate plate, 94 Lux. I wonder how you get a plate like that on a car like this. And there's a friend in there who's having a rest. Hello, whoever you are. Then a 94 camper. Didn't realize you get a tent for one of these, but apparently you can. And then more 94s. From the age of them, I think they're just the original ones with the Volkswagen Audi engine. Not my phone again. 82, 83, 84, 85. And this one's quite an old one, but I think it might have a bit more power than the standard ones in it. It's got a dog-leg gearbox, so that would be maybe like a turbo or an S or something. I don't know. Massive ignorance on my part. Anyway, that is it really. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video in the comment below, and we shall see you again in part 7 for even more incorrect information and rubbish camera knocking.